Okay. We'll just go with Tableau, then I'll come back on the BI part of it. I didn't get your question. Besides SQL, everything in BI, ETL concepts that we can go as data analyst. Okay. I'll explain everything. Okay, I'll explain everything. But let's also get a flavor of Tableau. Yesterday we discussed something that these all includes BI, right? We'll come back because these are a larger topic and those are more of a theoretical based topics. Okay, we'll discuss Bhavita these all concepts. I'll cover only one. Okay, let's simply first we'll build a small Tableau dashboard so that you all can also know how is easier, what exactly would be Tableau, and how is it to build Tableau, so that you guys are motivated. Okay, the end result we would want to see, right? Yeah. So what we are using is 2021.3. Okay, this is the latest version, which is the current month. The last one they released. So based on the years, the releases are happening. Okay, which are 2020 is last year, 2021 is current year. Okay, so these are current year release. So the Tableau desktop, what we are using. Tableau desktop, we have a 14-day trial period. Once after completion of 14-day trial period, we'll go ahead and can use Tableau public, which is free of cost. Okay, and we can publish, and there we have to publish our reports to Tableau public. Okay, so I would recommend, okay, there's something called Tableau public, where we would need to create a profile, a public profile, where by the end of the sessions, you would need to build a nice dashboard for yourself, okay, and publish to public domain, so that when you're going for interviews, okay, or you want to showcase your work that you know a Tableau, you can link your profile or dashboards, whatever dashboards you build, onto your resume. Okay. So that people can go into these reports and view them, and they can ask specifically questions on this only, what you have worked on, rather than asking something from wherever they like. Okay, let me change this to system laptop mode. This basically is giving you a mobile mode. This is the reason one by one below the other. Switch to desktop layout. Okay. So you can build a nice dashboard for yourself, okay, and publish onto your public profile. Okay, so I would want you guys to explore this. Okay, then we'll create a profile, and there are a lot of people where you can follow them. Okay, so any dashboard, any, okay, now you say that, and I would want a project, I would want to know something about a retail dashboards. Search across the globe, people have created multiple dashboards here. Okay, we can view them and you can understand them. Okay, you see, nice dashboards are there. Okay, few dashboards are downloadable. You have this option, click see this download option. Okay, few dashboards, they have an option of downloading. This is disabled, Tableau workbook. Okay, only few dashboards we have an option of downloading. Few of them we don't have an option of it. Okay, retail, finance, logistics, whichever industry you would want to use. Sales. Okay, so all of them is possible. You just have to search. Okay, RGF and retails. This is the first thing you should start doing it. Okay, creating a public profile. Whatever you're trying to do, okay, then and what you try to do, publish it. At the end of the sessions, you will perfect in one creating some dashboards, right? Delete rest of them, okay, and just keep it one nice dashboard, one or two dashboards, nice dashboards, okay, and you can give them the link in your resume. so that people can just go through it and they would ask you questions only on what you have built. Okay, like this. So this is a Tableau public environment. Now let's understand on the Tableau desktop. As you know that, yesterday we understood about where my data is lying, right? My data is lying in some database. Right. Now I would want to load the data from my database and build some form of visualizations. This is your Tableau interface. On the right hand side, what you see here is a discovery pane where you have few training videos by Tableau of basic training, 2 minutes or 3 minutes videos will be there. Then you have Tableau resources like Tableau community, Tableau white papers, blogs, and sample data sets. On the right hand side, you see, on the left hand side, you see some data connectors. Tableau can connect to simple flat files like Excel files, CSV files, JSON, Access, PDF, spatial files. We'll be covering each and every one of them in further sessions. Then you can connect to different servers, starting from Google Sheets, MySQL, SQL Server, and many 76 connections you can use. Okay, the 76 databases you can connect. It can be cloud databases or in-house databases. You can connect to different databases. Okay, so for today, okay, as a session, we want, let's say, how to connect to Excel file and MySQL. Both we'll see. Okay, let's start with Excel file or SQL, whatever it is. Okay, I want to load a simple basic Excel file. When you install a Tableau, okay, I won't go which are PhD related. I'll show you. Okay, immediately if you once you installed, okay, in your documents folder, everyone would have a documents folder in this. Okay, in the documents folder, Tableau will create something called the My Tableau repository folder. Okay, once you install Tableau, this folder will get created. Okay, inside that, your data sources, bookmarks, connectors, data sources, log files will be there. Okay, all of these files are stored inside this. Okay, inside this we have data source files. Okay, because I have two versions on my laptop, that's the reason you see 21.1 and 21.3. Okay, I'll go to 21.3. Inside this, they provide you sample data sets. Okay, so let me load the sample data set. I'll also go to the folder and take you through the data sets, documents, my Tableau repository, inside the data sources, inside that folder, inside that your data set, sample dashboards also provided, and extract file. Okay, dot hyper is an extract file. Okay, dot tds is a data source file. Okay, let me open the sample superstore. It is a superstore retail data set. Okay, which will view simply like order ID, order date, shipping date, shipping mode, customer segment. Okay, customer segment, countries, all of these columns. Okay, this is basically all of these transactions. How many number of records we have? We are on 9,994 records are there. Okay, good amount of data for us to layer on with it. Okay, we'll also have our, when you go further right. Okay, so we have product name. Okay, we have sales, we have quantity, we have discount, we have profit. Okay, now we have connected this file. As soon as we connect a sample superstore, we see then like orders, people, return. What are these? These are individual worksheets. Orders, people, return. These are your individual worksheets. Okay, each worksheet or each sheet in Excel is treated as a different table for us. Again, Tableau. Okay, this is your connection what we created, sample superstore connection. Drag and drop. Okay, the area what you see is called canvas area. call it as canvas. Okay, this is a data canvas. Okay, you can change your connection name if required. I say I would want to say it is only Superstore data set. Okay, this is just a connection name. Is my orders table what we loaded, we brought, and at the bottom you can see a preview of your data. Okay, so this orders table has 21 fields. Okay, it has list of all, there are 21 fields here. Okay, the count of the number of columns are 21, so count is 21. 21 fields with, we saw that their number of rows are 9,901 rows. Okay, this grid, okay, this grid is showing us here how many rows of rows are recorded. Okay, sample of 100 rows are loaded. Okay, only 100 rows are loaded here, just to show the sample in the grid. Then you have something called metadata, which will give you about table details. Okay, this is my order table. Okay, for my order table, these are all the list of fields. Okay, and their data type. Row ID is a whole number, order ID is a text string column, order date is a date column. Okay, shipping mode, customer ID, these are all your string columns. ABC means string. Okay, then you see a few globe symbols. Okay, which we would have not come across anywhere. These are your again strings. Basically, country is country name, city name, state is state name, postal code is postal code ID. Okay, but they're assigned some geographical codes. They're string, but they're assigned some geographical roles to it. Okay, when I say geographical roles, nothing but longitude and latitude information is assigned to these columns, so that we can build a map visualization. Okay, so how is this tableau is recognizing based on the column name? Okay, if my column name is country, they immediately assign a geographical role. Geographical role has a country. If my column name is county, it will assign it as a county. If my column name is city, let's assign a geographical role as city. Basically, city is longitude and latitude. Country is longitude and latitude. Hope you have remembered your geography lessons, right, in your school days, where you learned about longitude and latitude, those lines on your globe, okay, which passes to the equator, right? Intersect is a city name, a city ID. Okay, based on that only it brings. Okay, so I close the table details. Then you can just see the list of all your columns here. Okay, so sometimes, yeah, this data is neat and clean. We need not do any transformations. If the data is not neat and clean, okay, if the data type is not recognized by Tableau, we need to see by ourselves and see to change the data type just by clicking on this and choosing whatever data type you want. You can choose it. We have a few more operations here. We can rename a column and just simply double click and rename a column, any column you would want. Okay, you can copy this complete column values and paste it somewhere in an Excel sheet or something if you want. Okay, you can complete copy paste the values for analysis purpose. Okay, just as I read initially that you need to do some data profiling, understand the data, you can do that. Okay, now let's suppose we're loading all this. There are a lot of, let's say there are some unnecessary columns which I say I don't want to use it for my reporting purpose. Okay, suppose product ID I don't want. I can simply hide a column. Means I'm avoiding it to be loaded into Tableau. I cannot delete a column. So there is no option of deleting a column. Okay, we can unhide the column once again. Okay, we can unhide the column. You just go to this gear symbol here and show hidden fields. Okay, this is your this is your hidden field. This is in gray color. You can simply go ahead and unhide it, and then simply wait. Add water sheet. Unhide it. Okay, I can unhide that column. Then the next operation, we can rename these values by aliasing. Okay, let's suppose do I have any shortcuts here? Okay. Something like, suppose if I say I would want to art, I would want to rename this value. Okay, I can use the aliases. Okay, wherever there is an art, okay, I don't say art store or something. Okay. We are giving the alias value, changing the value of the from the data set. It becomes art store for all the rows. Wherever there is an art, it will become art store. Okay. This change is happening only in Tableau. This change, whether in a database or an Excel file, this does not change the base source. This transformation is what you did is only within Tableau only. Okay. That is one such aliases we can do. I'll come back with calculate field, create groups, I'll come back. Now there's interesting here, split and custom split. As we were talking about, right? That in the ETL process, extraction, transformations, these are all your transformation steps, transformation of your data. Okay, transformations can be done in Tableau. Prep as a DL tool is there, there, or you can do a transformations. If you know a SQL, okay, and you have an authorization to modify in the SQL table, you can do those transformations in the SQL table itself. Okay, and bring a clean data into Tableau. So wherever you want, you can do it. Now let's say I want to split this column where I have a state. I think this is a state abbreviation CA, a date, basically year, and some order ID number. I just need an order ID number separately. Okay. For that, you can use a split. As soon as it's a split, Tableau is split up into three columns. Okay. At the end, you would see those three columns are split. Order ID, split 1, split 2, split 3. Okay. It just splits up into three columns. Because these are your derived columns, you see, equal to ABC, equal to hash, equal to hash. These are your derived columns. When you see equal to before the data type, these are your derived columns. Okay, you can see what formula it has done. When you say edit, you can see the calculate field. Okay, these are your calculate fields. You can see what formula it has written. Okay. If you know some bit of SQL also, you would have come across these functions, trim function, split functions. Okay, here it is using a split for an already column based on what it was splitting, based on the delimiter, which is a hyphen, and which part of this is it is first part. As a result, this is taken as 1. Okay, trim will just trim out the spaces front and back. Okay, if any spaces is there, it will trim out. Okay, so why the first part? Because CA is the first part, second part, third part. Okay, if you go and check in the next one, edit, here it will show you the second part. Okay, here it will show you the third part. Okay, now I don't want 3 columns. Okay, I'll delete it because these are your calculate fields. We can delete it. A field coming from a data source, direct field I cannot delete it. There is no option for direct field. Okay, only we can hide it. A calculate field can be deleted. Okay, I'm just right clicking and deleting, or you can just use this drop down and delete. I don't want 3 columns. I just want only 1 split. Okay, I just want to extract my order ID number, so I'll do a custom split. Okay. So now what is the separator here? The delimiter hyphen, and which part I said I need? I need the last part. I need the last part, last one as column. Okay, you can say all, you can say first, okay, and you can say last one column. See, we have got the order ID split. Okay, let me rename this. It's an order ID or order number only. Okay, it's no more an ID, it is an order number. And because this is just a number, you can now change the data type also. Okay, to a string to a number, whole number. Okay, these are few transformations what you can perform. Now let's jump onto your worksheets. I'll come back in understanding what is a live connection, what is an extract connections when we go to database connections. Okay, for now, let's park these things. We want to showcase some visualizations which are interesting. Okay, now this is your worksheet. This white page is called view. On the left hand side, you have data pane, analytics pane, column shelf, row shelf. Okay, so this is called row shelf, column shelf, data pane, analytical pane. Okay, and this whole area is called view area. Okay, your page shelf, filter shelf, marks cards. Okay, these are the few things you should very much clearly know it. Now let's say, okay, I would want to see sales by category wise. Okay, so if you double click a dimension, it immediately would create a table for us. And double click my sales. Okay, it has brought us extra. Now there are two things you need to observe here. See, these are showing is blue color, these are showing is green color. Why is it so? Why Tableau has done like that? Okay. For that, you need to understand one small concept, that data is of two types. Correct? What is the two types? Yeah. Before going into dimensions and measures, the correct dimensions and measures, data is of categorical and numerical, text and numbers. Okay. Plain language. I'm talking here about plain language before going to dimension measures. A plain language, you can call it as categorical and numerical, basically text and numbers. Your text is again categorical is divided again into nominal and ordinal. Okay, numbers are divided into discrete and continuous. Okay, what do you mean by nominal and ordinal? What do you mean by discrete and continuous? Let's go and see the examples. Nominal data is simply purely plain text like gender, female, male, eye colors, continents, countries, customer names, product names, place names. Okay, all of them are simple text. Okay, nominal. Ordinal is also a text, but has some order to it. Okay, like your designations or education, say elementary school, high school, undergraduate, graduate, some order to it, or salary bands, associate business analyst, junior business analyst, lead business analyst, senior business analyst. Okay, or some post setting, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, like good, average, bad, terrible. Okay, please give your feedback to my session also, whatever you feel. Okay, just don't give your feedback and go, okay, tell me at the end of the session so that I can improve and I can modify the sessions according to your needs, what you understand, what you don't understand. Okay, if it is bad, let's try to change it and make it what you can understand. Okay, we want to address everyone. Okay, and I'm always open to take the feedback. Okay, whether you give me a very bad also, I'm ready to learn it. Okay, and this should be the case with everyone. Okay, if someone says that you are bad, don't disappoint yourself. Okay, where is it? Ask them, okay, what I have done wrong? What is that you are not understanding it? Okay, try to improve yourself. That's how we learn it. Okay, next, discrete. Okay, these are your categorical, nominal and ordinal. Next is numerical. The discrete and discrete are your whole numbers basically. Like how do you have a order number now. Right? It's a discrete number. Right? Like number of students enrolled in a course. It can be 3 or 4 or 5. Right? It can be 3.5, 2.5. There is no decimals here. Same case, number of goals scored in a soccer. 3 goals or 2 goals or 5 goals. There cannot be any decimals again here. Okay. Continuous is something a number can come from, can be any number. Okay. It can be infinity, 0 to, or it may not be 0 also, negative number also. Okay, any decimals. Temperature can be 0 to any degrees, right? Height can be 168, 168.5, 200, 2.5, anything, right? That is. Okay, a number can be anywhere. This is how Tableau also decides. Okay, these are my categorical, ordinal. Okay, so all the three will come into picture. Okay, discrete, nominal, and ordinal, all would be your set of in the blue color fields. Only the continuous numbers, okay, in your green color. Only the continuous would be in green color. Okay. Now the split of dimension and measure comes into picture. All of these would be treated as dimensions, and these would be treated as measure. Now, if you are to ask me, what is a dimension? What is a measure? So dimensions are all your qualitative fields. We have understood about that, right? Now, by now, names, geographies, dates, qualitative fields that contain information used to categorize, segment, or filter your data. Okay. Measures are your quantitative numerical fields that can be counted or aggregated, sum, average, median, max. These are all your measure fields. Okay. So all of the blue ones would be your dimensions, all the green ones are your measures. These are called pills. Okay. It looks like more of pill, right? Okay. These are called pills. Okay. Hope it is clear now, everyone. Based on that, Tableau decides whether it should be dimension or it should be measure, it should be blue color or it should be green color. Okay. So this is a table got created. Now I don't want to create a table. I want to create a bar chart. When should I use a bar chart? Whenever I want to compare something. Okay. I would want to compare two categories of in my information. Okay, based on my sales. Okay. I don't compare it each category wise. I would want to compare it, and I am creating a bar chart. Okay. I would want to further split this into a subcategory. So you can bring subcategory onto your row shelf. The further same bars are now split up into subcategory wise. Okay. And your measure can go into row shelf, or columns can also go into your dimensions can also go into column shelf. You can swap it. When you swap it, your visualization would change from a horizontal to vertical. That's the only thing. Okay. This one, let's suppose we will give proper label to your title to your visualization. This is sales by subcategory. Okay. Then there are interesting ways of coloring them. You can color by using your dimension coloring, which will give a palette of colors, multiple colors. Each category would be created one color. This is called palette of colors. I'll just duplicate this. Where I also can use one more color, which is based on my sales or based on my profit. Okay, let me bring color onto my profit. Okay, this is a continuous coloring. Right, let me bring the sales first. This is a continuous color. Same color, lesser value would be lighter color, higher value would be darker color. It's the same color. Because profit is giving, okay, again, it's just gradient. This is called gradient coloring because we have negative values and positive values. Okay. Now, by seeing this visualization, which subcategory you are making more profit? Which subcategory you are making loss? Can someone tell me the subcategory names by seeing this visualization? Where you are making profit, where you are making loss. Anyone? Try to read the visualizations.
Shares in phones with the profit.
Highest profit.
Mhm.
Where you see the highest profit? Yeah. So everyone has identified tables is loss because you can see the darker the orange. Okay, basically it is a negative color. Okay, we are making loss. Where I'm making profit, it's not the size of the bar. Size of the bar is what? Sales. Color of the bar is your profit. Where I'm making more profit, not on the phones. I'm making more profit in copiers. See the color, the darker the color it is.
Okay. Okay.
Right. See, my profit is 55. This is my highest value. This is min value and this highest value. Highest profit is 55,618. Okay. Loss is minus 17,725. This is minus 17,725. Okay. This is my min value. This is my max value. Okay. Min to max. X. Okay. The size of bar is your sales. The color of bar is your profit. Okay. That's the reason I asked you. I know you guys will get confused. Nice. Good attempt. Okay. I don't want to give an attempt. Okay. Don't hesitate to give an attempt. Is it wrong, right? No problem. Someone said fasteners is a loss. Yes, because they thought this is based on the size of them, the bar, the thing is loss. No. Is that your sales is lesser, but we are making profit. You say profit is positive here. Okay, but my sales is lesser here. And as I was saying, right, creating visualization is just only one part of it. If you want to grow further in your career, you need to try to analyze that visualization. This is how you analyze it. Okay, dig deeper, deeper. Understand each bit of it. Okay, just because you are asked to create a visualization, just create a visualization, then leave it and then don't go. Okay, if you do that in your resume, you will write that, okay, I created a bar chart, I created a line chart. Okay, I would want you in your resume, I want you to write how much value additions you have made it. Okay, by creating a Tableau dashboard, okay, has your company has increased the profit by 5%, or is that reduced the cost by 2%? Okay, such sort of statements I would want to write. Or you increase the efficiency by 10%. I want you to write in that way. Or it has by implementing Tableau dashboards, tracking as many it is, we are able to give a better customer service. That's the way you need to talk. Okay, I don't want you to anyone write in your resume that okay that we have built Tableau dashboards by creating bar chart, line chart. All of the resumes, if you see in very awesome resumes, it will be in that fashion only. Everyone creates visualizations. Tableau dashboard means to create a visualization. What is there to mention again that okay, I created this visualization? Okay. So now, okay, let me create one more visualization and we'll wrap up the session. Let's create a map. Okay. So let's say I would want to bring country. As soon as drag and drop my country, the Tableau will bring longitude and latitude everything, right? We have data for only one country. So United States is brought. Let's further bring a state. Okay. Each state it has recognized. Let's further bring city. Okay. Each state wise it recognizes. Now this state can be colored. The size of the dots can be your sales. Okay, the size we can increase by sales. You can color them again by profit. Okay. You would want to change the color pattern. You can go ahead and change the color pattern. I'm a bit fast speed here. Let's choose some red and green only. These all things I'll explain you. Okay. This sales. City wise profit by city. Profit and sales by city. Proper labeling is very important. Okay, properly labeling to your sheets is very important to your visualizations. Okay, labels and colorings makes a major. Now combinedly these two sheets, we can go ahead and create something called a dashboard. Okay, so I need a bar chart. Then I would need a map. Just simply drag and drop again here. So when you see this gray area, tab is suggesting us, okay, where do you want to leave it? I'm just holding, okay, I'm just holding my mouse point. You can leave it on the top, right, bottom, left, bottom. I would want it to be at the bottom. Okay, these legends, okay, the size legend, the color legend. If you want to keep it, you can keep it, or if you want, you can delete it. Okay, here also again we can make it interactive. Okay, by enabling something called user filter. This is called visual level filter, and it creates something called actions. Okay, which we'll discuss in detail. Now what will happen is, now let's say I would want to see, because I know that tables I'm making loss. I need to dig deeper, right? Which state or which city I'm making loss more? Okay, let's select tables. Oh, okay. These New York, these are the cities I'm making loss. You see, I'm making profit in Washington, Seattle. Okay, in Seattle I'm making profit. Okay, but these cities I'm making loss. Okay, then there is some issue here. Maybe further visualizations or further product level if I go, okay, we can get much more information here. Okay, so which copiers are making profit? Okay, which cities we are making more profit? See, copiers, okay, is actually showing you positive, but we are not making profit in all the cities. Okay, only 3 cities we are making profit. Again, Seattle, okay, Lafayette or something, okay, New York and again your cities. Okay, only these 4 cities were making profit. Rest all cities were making loss, it seems. No, it's profit only. Why is it showing red in this case? So here we need to do a small tweaking on the coloring. We need a profit, but this profit is based on a gradient scale. Okay, it's not based on negative number. The coloring here is not based on negative number. Okay, so let's quickly create one calculated field. We want to color it. Okay, only if sum of your profit is less than 0, this is negative number, then I would want it to be in red, else green, and the if condition. I'll make you understand about these conditions. Okay, a calculate field I'm generating. We'll use this calculate field to color. Okay, go to colors, edit colors. Oh, there's no negative profit. All the profit numbers are positive only. Subcategory. Table, there is native number. Why is it not showing up? No, here it is showing up. And because it's a map, it's not coming up. Because state-wise, again, city-wise, there is no loss, it seems. It is not showing up. City-wise, it is not showing up, but state-wise, we can see it. But category-wise, we can see it. That's the reason. That's okay. Okay, yeah, these are all in profit. Now, let's say we select a table, then we can see that. Okay, for whatever selections we made, right? For that city, we don't have any loss. Now, if you see for tables, okay, these all cities we are making loss. We can go back and yeah, we can use the same colors. Okay, or we can go back and change this color schemas here. Okay, red is red, green is green. Okay, like this, you try to analyze, dig deeper. Okay, so these all cities we are making loss. Okay, if I select my copiers, every state, every city we are making profit only. Okay, let's say supplies. Supplies, these are the cities we are making losses. Okay, fast. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, clear? Any questions? So these are your Tableau dashboards we built. Okay, it's very easy. Okay, no need to worry that okay, this scripting or something, nothing is there, no scripting. Okay, you just need to keep on understanding the visualizations. Okay, which will come by practice. Also, I'll be teaching you which visualization to use when, how to analyze the data, how to present the data, how to format it, how to color it, how to build a nice dashboards. Everything will be covered. Yeah, that's it for today for my side. Any questions? So that I can take some questions. Tejashni, Prakash, Nishant, what are the difference between two order types of files? This one you're saying? This is just a temporary file actually. Okay, you can see the orders data. This you won't be able to pull this. Okay, you won't be able to pull this. Yeah, this is just a temporary file. You can think. Yeah, any other questions? Do you cover all functions in calculations? Yes, we cover most of the functions, not all functions, most of the functions. Okay. All functions you may be using, you may not be using in real time. Okay, depends upon the need, right? See, a lot of functions are very self-explanatory. ABS is an absolute function. Okay, a lot of self-explanatory functions are. Okay, date part, time, date trunk. So someone who is coming from an SQL background, they would be knowing all of these functions. A lot of functions are SQL based functions. Okay, so these are all Windows functions. These are all table calculation functions, and I'll cover this. Okay, which are very new to you. Okay, which are not part of your regular SQL or something. I'll be covering most of them. Okay, logical functions I'll be covering. Table calculations I'll be covering. Type conversion is simple, only like string, integer, float, date. To change the data types. The date functions will be same. Most of the functions I'll be covering. Yeah, any other questions, anyone? If not, we'll wrap it up. Okay, hope you have given your time slots to the consultancies. Okay, we'll connect back on Monday. So thanks everyone. Happy weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.